maybe somebody really super ugly.
Seriously, come on.
Maybe you're the elephant man and you just go, and you just, you want less light. Me and Zonny have been working in pubs and restaurants for many years now. Too many years probably now. So I just wanted to just talk about a couple of things that I think will help. The little elements that help to make a big difference in your pub, bar, restaurant, and we know that it's the little things that make the difference. So we've talked about it before, like there's certain things that you can do that will make people kind of go, okay, wow, this is because they're looking after the fine details. The rest of the operation is going to be great, and they kind of trust you then to give them a really good experience. Do you think? Yeah. So I've spoken about it before. Things like putting glasses in the freezer.
The freezer make it cooler.
Yeah. So there are some people. I've spoken to some people who disagree with it and say that it makes the beer flat or whatever else. But I don't think it. I don't think it does. I mean, they've been doing it in Australia for years and years and years, and their beer's not flat. So I think it's a really good. And the reaction that we had from our customers was massive because
in summer when
really hot, when it's really really hot, the glasses were a little bit. In fact, I don't know if we put them in a freezer. I think maybe we put them in a fridge. But when I was working in Zizi, they kept in the freezer, and they were frosted. So when they got to the table, do you know? I don't know. It makes people. It's the old thing, isn't it? The visual thing.
Is different.
Yeah. It's the whole visual thing that you can feel that you think that the drink's colder than it. Do you know what I mean? Than what it maybe is. I don't know, but so people really appreciated that, and it was a good little kind of tip. Another one's learning customers' names is really important because even.
They feel special when somebody calls you by your name. You feel special.
I mean, the regular regulars love it, don't they?
Well, the thing if you call like I did, that happened to me in Praia Talk when I called some customer by the name. Oh, she fancy me.
Look, but at the end of the day, so long as it doesn't pass the line, like anything go. I've said this before, and I don't know if you agree with it. I don't know if other people agree with it, but anything goes. If you're creating a connection with customers that ultimately is going to make them
physical connection.
What? No, not physical connections, Annie. I think you can put the rest of that back in the bottle. But if you're creating a connection that's making it that they're trusting you, they're giving you their money. That's it. Yeah. That's the essence of hospitality is creating an environment where they feel looked after, and they feel special.
Yeah. Just I don't know, provide or deliver something they don't get outside. Mm-hmm. In the house, in the job or in the work.
Yeah. So it's not just the regulars, but if you can find people who come once a week and you can remember their names, that's even more special. Yeah. And then they become a more regular. Yeah, exactly. Another little tip I was thinking of was, because I still see it now, where people pour a drink and they'll do, say, whiskey and lemonade or whatever, where you can see the colour difference in the drink. Okay. So you can't see it if you have a rum and coke or whatever else, but it still happens, but you can't see it. And that is that if you put whiskey in the bottom of a glass and then you pour lemonade in the top, you end up having whiskey at the bottom and you have lemonade for the rest. So then you see bar people giving a stirrer or a straw, and either the customer or the bar person having to stir up the drink. But if you pour the whiskey in second, because it's heavier than the lemonade, because if you do it the opposite, it sits at the bottom, so it's obviously heavier than the lemonade.
So the lemonade first and the whiskey on top.
Yeah.
And ice? People have the ice?
No, you put your ice first. Okay. Put your ice first, then your lemonade, or then your mixer, and then the spirit, because the spirit then will sink through the.
And that wouldn't any mix it with Coke?
Okay. So it just mixes itself as it goes through. And then it's same with cordials as well. Instead of, again, you see people pour the cordial, then put the water, and you end up, again, you've got to give them something. They've got to. Yeah. And from a customer service point of view, it's not brilliant, is it? They're the little things. It's not a big thing to stir your drink, but it makes the difference if you don't have to stir your drink. Yeah. Because they've done something extra special for you. Yeah. So put your mixer or your water in first, and then your spirit or your cordial, and then it'll mix itself.
So that would be the perfect drink.
Yeah, like your perfect serve. But I mean, I remember back in when we were working at the Friar Tuck, where somebody said, "Why have you done that?" Like, I've just noticed, why have you put the spirit in after the thing? And when I explained it, they were like, "It makes so much sense." So it's not about me trying to impress anyone, but it's about creating a talking point that they will then take away and go, "I'm going back there again," because if they're taking those little details and looking after the customer, and they'll tell other people as well, and it works.
Yeah.
Another one I would say is dimming the lights at the end of the night. So when the evening comes in, dim the lights a little bit and create atmosphere, because having too much light, it just feels like too
much. I don't know.
Yeah,
you want to feel like a romantic?
Yeah, well, you don't want all lights in your face.
Mysterious.
Maybe somebody's really super ugly. Maybe you're the elephant man and you just go and you want less light. No, I'm not saying make it dark, but it's nice when you
the
go
atmosphere
somewhere.
with the music, the lights, and But you have more experience than me, so things like that add point to your service and bring more people to your business.
Because again, the pub or restaurant down the road doesn't do that, but this one does it all the time. In Zizi, that we used to put candles on the tables as well. So,
I think for me, the main thing is the personality in the staff and the team.
Yeah,
you need to have people who performs.
Yeah,
that's it. In hospitality, we need to performers.
Yeah,
we need to be performers.
Be performers, yeah.
Yeah, performers. That's the thing we need to do.
Yeah.
Just smile and sing and make jokes. It doesn't matter if you feel inside you are dead. Like it happened to me when I was working with him. I was dead inside. But these two helped me a lot. I got a lot of tips. And so that just perform.
You got to. No, definitely the personalities, but knowing what they're doing. It's no good having somebody who's got a flamboyant personality, but they're a bit of a pain. It's better to have. They need to know when to use that personality for different people.
Yeah, it's just personality, because for me, if I go to a place, to a restaurant, having a meal or order a food, or a drink in a bar, and the guy behind is just
There's nothing worse.
Kill me.
Yeah.
You know what? Kill me.
Nothing worse. Yeah.
Think, why are you doing here? Just kill yourself or just get out of here. Just pick somebody to bring him. Don't kill yourself, but come on, smile. Have wine.
But that goes on to something else that I was talking about, which is killing them with kindness. So
with the annoying customers.
Yeah. So it's very easy to get wound up, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like if somebody's been an asshole, like really being annoying, and it's easier for you to lose your patience, yeah. But the longer you can keep your shit together and not lose it, and kill them with kindness. So continue to be polite. Continue. So you can use this in person, but also dealing with complaints as well. So just continue to be polite. Continue to be and not not punishing them because they're being an asshole, but still offering them the same level of service that you would for every other customer.
And do you think eventually they just...
No, 100%. 100%. They don't...
But could you imagine you having a long, busy shift, and you have at the end of your shift a customer just take the mic?
But that's your job, and if you're good at your job, that's what you do. You deal with it, and you deal with the problem that they're kind of throwing at you, and take satisfaction in that you're killing them you're dealing with them continually with kindness. You're rising above. Maybe they want an argument. Maybe they want.
Sometimes they're just looking for.
But you don't give it to them. You just look. It's So it's things like if somebody has a complaint about their food, and I've dealt with people where you'll go to the table, hello, what's the problem? They tell you what the problem is, and they just want to rant about what's going on with their food, and if it's things like you say, I'm very, very sorry about that. Please let me sort that out for you. I'll be back. I'll do it as quickly as I possibly can. I'm very, very sorry about that. And you can almost see them boiling up that they want to argue. They're expecting the manager to say that there's nothing wrong with the food and when you just accept, not a problem, I'll sort it out for you and I'll be right back.
So there is no reason to...
Yeah, it takes the wind out of their sails. And actually, then when they calm down, they're like, this is actually... They dealt with that really well. You remember we had customers who went and complained in all the other places. I think it was there was one family.
Really,
and we did that. We killed them with kindness. We made sure that they... So the area manager called me and said, "Can you look after
this family?"
Because we'd always had great TripAdvisor, great customer service scores. Can you look after this family? We're going to send them to you, free food, free vouchers. Can you just look after them? And if you remember, so I said, let's really
I remember
kill
we
them,
prepare every
make
Sunday,
sure everything's perfect.
Every Sunday.
And they came back every Sunday after that because they knew, even though they'd been a pain in the ass in all the other local pubs, they knew that when they came to us, they got everything that they wanted, how they wanted it, and that was it. And they were good as gold.
Yeah, they were.
And that was money going into our till from a family, a family of 4, I think it was.
Yeah.
But it just shows, doesn't it? Every other pub, because, and I'd throw my hat on it that every other pub that they've been in, the problem is that they complain so much, and the people would take it personally. The service staff would take it personally. The manager would take it personally, and then it all become personal. And so in the end, they got lost as customers. They were lost in those businesses, and we gained them as customers. But it just shows that it does work. There's lines sometimes. Sometimes there's lines where you're like, it's unacceptable. But that doesn't happen very often. The majority of people you can kill with kindness, and they'll really kind of appreciate you putting the effort in. Because that's all they want to see sometimes. They want to see that the people that are looking after them really do care.
Yeah.
Genuinely care. Not just... they're not just doing their job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think the microphones work?
Yeah. She won't be like this on the next episode. Or she might not even be on any other episodes in the future.
Sonido.
The people at home now are like, will you stop doing that? Or with headphones on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Kindness. Kill with kindness.
Yeah, it's true. And there's a lesson in that for just living your life, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Like, don't take anything personally. Yeah. Just like be
kind.
Be kind to people.
Be kind.
Yeah, definitely.
Be kind and be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love yourself.
No, it's right. Go love yourself.
Yeah,
go and say to your customers, go love yourself. That's on his advice. It's on his rubber stamp.